Test, test, hello.
Yeah, you're up.
It's live?
Yeah. Oh, no. I think you were streaming, but it wasn't showing up because now there's just a video.
What is it, 4 sec? Oh
30
my
seconds.
goodness.
So sorry, I don't know why it's not showing up in my subscriptions.
That's okay. Hang on, we'll give it a sec to fully send over. I can show you guys the combat changes. Oh, there we go. Hello, Hunter. What's up? I kind of just off stream have been trying to iron out the kinks, or what I feel like are kinks in the combat. Worked on some animation specifically for the heavy vril attack. So now like there's some more like secondary movement in that, I feel like, with his head and stuff. And then I tried to do an instance of like camera focus. Like I'm not really operating the camera here, I'm just letting it autofocus on the enemy. And I feel like it helps to elicit a more focused combat, because I really don't want you to have to worry about where the camera's looking, but if I do want to look anywhere, I do gain control. And if I stop touching it, it'll focus on the closest enemy.
It's supposed to feel better.
Hello, Matthias. Alright. Hello, Alex. It's going good. Oh, we finished X-Men 97.
Bruh.
Insane. I'm not going to spoil it in case people haven't seen it, but... tears.
It's the greatest thing Marvel's put out in years.
Indeed. Alright, let's show you guys what the combat's looking like.
Hello, Jeremiah.
So, I did try to make the parry more consistent. But if I block... Come on, come on. My block can be broken if I were to get hit. Where are their health bars? We're on 2. Okay, there we go. I want to see if they can break my block, like, the right way. Yeah, saw how that yellow attack broke my block? Alright. Play it one day. If you have dreams, you can play the latest version now. Hello, Red. Ha. Love that name. Love your profile picture, Matthias, by the way. But today, I think I'm going to work on these hit attack indicators, or these attack indicators. I do want there to be more enemy types. I really need to go through and do optimization on my logic, because I'm kind of full with 3 enemies. But I do want there to be like a little flying demon. I think that would be fun. Oh, these are new voice grunts for Hellboy. So...
Alex is so astute.
And then there's the... I feel like it really helps the character feel alive. And then when I'm checking the animations, there's this really cool like effect that Emmett and I come across when I'm working on stuff. Is this it? Yeah, I think this is it. Check this out. Alex, check this out. Oh no, that's the stomp. Am I going to add new characters? Comic ones, I think. If I can. I'm trying to adapt from the comic. No, I want vril attacks, not stun grabs. No, not blot broken. We want the vril attack. We'll have story mode. I do intend for there to be a story. Like stories and chapters are what I'm going for, not an open world. Sorry if you hear my cat in the background. But enjoy this, enjoy this. I think that sounds so cool. You know what I'm talking about, Emmett?
Mm-hmm.
Just, it's cool to see his mouth open and you get a voice. Where's the voice? There it is. Awesome. But we're not working on that. We're working on hit indicators for enemies. So that'll take us over here. And I know I have the logic in here for when they're in attack range. And it's really just an animated text displayer, I think. Hello, Brandon. Welcome in. Welcome in. I actually don't think I have one for the basic attack, but right here. Right now, they kind of flash a color. Which isn't terrible, but it could be more intentional. So I think we will... the two kind of schools of thought I'm in right now are, one, do Batman Arkham like lightning symbols above the head, right before they attack, so that it's clear your attention is supposed to be grabbed right when they're attacked, so you have like a second to react instead of just like them becoming a color weirdly. That, or the God of War circular indicator that comes out. Now, I could try both, but I don't know if there's any logic built in. I do have a trigger zone for bullet. I don't know if I have a tag in here for the enemy head. Might have to have one in here, like as the source of the indicator. What do you think? Is that a good idea, Ahmed?
For what?
The indicator?
What do you mean?
Like following the head.
Is that what it does in your comps?
God of War, it kind of is generally from the body. Batman, it is from the, like, it's above the head.
I think the head. I would try the head.
Okay. Oh, I heard about that, Alex. I'm very, very excited. Is there a new Hellboy movie in the works? Yes, Jeremiah, there is. Hang on, let me group it in with the head. Make sure we're precise movement here. Sorry, I'm holding the controller higher, and I feel like you guys are hearing all the button clicks that I'm making. So we'll name this enemy attack telegraph position. All right, wonderful. So now we have to create what our attack telegraph looks like. So we could have... I really just want to do one asset for this. So I'm probably going to have a cube, right? Oh, I wonder if I'd be able to just copy one instead of spawn a new thing in. I'm just going to copy this cube. Take it over here. Delete that. Or no, not delete it. Oh, it's already empty. Wonderful. And then we want to make it tinier. 50% I think is good. Good. And now it's not going to be on. Oh, what am I talking about? But beautiful art and a vid, by the way. Who's the artist? Are you talking about my concept art, Red? Like that? I just want to make sure before I speak to what you're saying. We want a teleporter. Right. Mover. We'll have a teleporter. I believe it's going to be live action. It's called The Crooked Man. I don't know how close they're going to be staying to the source material, but I hope that means it's already an established Hellboy. Because I don't know if you could do the origin better than Del Toro. I mean, you could do it differently, and it could like effectively be better. But I hope they don't try to give us like a backstory that's unnecessary to the plot. Yeah, no. Okay, that was like a controversial talking point, but I think they cleared up that one of the companies connected used AI for other projects, like to generate some material. I don't know exactly what it was, but they said it's not being used for the movie, but the company, like, or someone connected to it did use it as like a disclaimer, but not necessarily for the movie. And the concept art movie level of artist. I'm not sure what exactly you mean, Red, but my brother has done the concept art thus far for the project, namely for Hellboy, Broom, and Abe. And Liz, or did I do? I kind of tried Liz. Alright, we want to use this tag that I just made. Enemy attack telegraph position. Enemy attack. Wonderful. Okay, so that's where we're going to go. But now, if I'm going to do this with like text displayers, right? I'm going to turn this on. We are going to turn this off for now, just so I could get it to work how I want. And we want a timeline because there's some animation happening, right? So we'll have that here. And then I got to think about our starting frame. It shouldn't really be more than a second, and then we'll probably destroy ourselves after. So we know at the end of it, we are going to want to destroy ourselves. And this is just kind of a failsafe because I am going to have this emitted. But what'll change, there'll be a timer for the lifetime of the emitted objects, and just in case that doesn't work for whatever reason, this instance will always delete itself, or any instance will always have the logic to delete itself. Emmett, Red has said your brother's a great concept artist, and that you should work for the TV show or Disney.
I am trying. I have applied so much. I actually need to re-up my website because I lost. Armand and I had a production company idea called 2XA Media, but it's hard to apply for a singular job when you're promoting a partnership. So I think I have to start a new website for myself. And
alright, and then we have a text displayer, right? And then this will be our telegraph icon. We might have multiple, and it might. I think we're gonna start with the circle for now. Or do you want the lightning? What do you think, Emmett?
Circle.
Circle. So in that sense, we're really just gonna use the text box itself, rather than doing like a circle icon, because the text box has more customization in terms of its width. Maybe apply to DC or Warner Brothers because the style can fit in there. I mean, Emmett and I, we're gonna start making stuff. I have been trying to learn Unreal Engine like the past week and a half. Found a great tutorial. I sent the photos to my Discord. But I would love to see if I could do like animation or even stylize it. I gotta see what render settings. I'm not done with this tutorial. The next stuff is I'm trying to work with cameras and animation right now. But I've learned a little bit about like materials, how to organize like your files, plugging in materials, assigning animations, if that makes sense. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself, like explaining it like I know what I'm talking about. This is my telegraph icon. No text. Text box. We don't want the box. We just want the outline, or the border, I should say. But we go to the text box to change the curviness. And then we turn off auto fit. And then we're going to make it in scene. And I'm going to make sure that it's in the middle of our cube. Huh. Let me increase my... That's what we want. Alright. We're gonna go to precise movement. Hello? Let me move this a little bit. Move this higher in the air so I don't get confused as to what I'm grabbing. And then we're going to shrink this a little bit if it'll let me. Alright, that looks about good to me, but now we're going to change it to face the camera. So whenever we're looking at this thing, it'll always be around the cube, no matter the orientation, so that when it comes out of the enemy's head, you'll see it even if you're not looking directly at the enemy. Oh no, my controller battery is low. That's fine. Now the animation for this, right, where this is kind of the end frame, we want it to be kind of coming from this thing. How much time is this? What is this? Over 1 second? That might be too long. But I do want it visible, and then it'll change to invisible. So at its peak, it'll be this size. So let's see if I could turn this on. We're going to make this invisible briefly. Turn on preview invisibility, just so that we're not bothered by the cube. Hello, George. Oh, jeez. Alright, so we're animated. And now we're on the first keyframe, so we are gonna decrease the size of this. I'm gonna grab this and just shrink it. Hello? Sorry, I don't know why I have to be so delicate for this. All right. All right, I think we're going to increase the thickness so that it's the same thickness the whole time, just for readability, border properties. All right, so now the animation, shoop. And then the difference is here, it'll become less visible as it continues. So it'll like get big and then fade out. Border opacity, 0. So let's play that. And then we'll keep that going. I think bigger. And then we'll turn off our preview invisibility. Oh, geez. Hang on. Let me turn this back on. You thought in the video I had it freelance? No, my brother and I think Emmett and I work very well together at designing or coming up with ideas and then executing them together, because I feel like I'm really good at doing base or rough blockouts of stuff, whether it be like the general look of a character or general proportions. And my brother, he's got an eye for like polish or finishing stuff, whether even if it be like not just characters, but like if it's like an attack animation, he's like, oh, we need it to feel crunchier. He doesn't always know like exactly what he means, but he knows he knows what he's looking for when he sees it, so it constantly just encourages us to iterate on whatever we're working on.
Yeah.
It really is a fun process.
I'd like to think that I have good taste, but good taste is really only half of it. I would say it's probably the minority of it.
The blocker and the chiseler.
I think the majority of it definitely comes down to never. I mean, like Armand will do a first pass and he'll be like, "All right, that's good."
I'm so ready to move on.
I am so ready. Like, I think it's important to get the first process out so that we can tear it down and start over, and just learn from the. I mean, the mistakes that you definitely made in the first pass and anything. I think it's important to do that. Just get to fail faster so you can learn quicker.
Is that good, Emmett? Is that weird?
That seems okay to me. You gotta see it in action though.
I do gotta see it in action. Like building a muscle.
Baby. Alex gets it.
Alright, so we'll turn this off. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna put it just for the base one, right? Right?
Yeah.
Alright, when do we want it emitted though? Like when should the warning come? I only need it to be emitted once. No emit speed. Continuous. Now the lifetime, max, 1 second. Max emitted at once. You should only be able to do one attack at a time. Time between emits, in case it gets the same cycle, we're going to make that 0.1 second for a minimum. And then let's see if it'll let me. I think it should turn on. Oh, I have to make sure the cube is... Hang on, we're going to reset that. Make sure the cube is non-collidable and has no labels. Alright, good. Ignore gravity. None of that. Right, there's no physics cost. You shouldn't have any kind of gameplay thermal associated with the cube. The cube is nothing. The UI element is what we're more concerned about. Now this becomes invisible. Now we do this. And it should turn it off. Good. And now let's adjust the weight. That's the death effect for when the enemy dies. But I think I need to redo that too, so it's more not only optimized but more modular, so that I can apply that death effect, because it plays a death animation where it kind of falls backwards, but it doesn't always line up with the hit reactions or hit animations that Hellboy is doing in order to kill it or get it to die. I can adjust the weight, so we're gonna make sure it only does that first attack here. There are bosses. Idle stuff. There's a mini boss that I made, but for the story, there are going to be lore bosses. I want Rasputin to be a boss. There's kind of a main frog monster that's a little bit of a boss. An Ogdru Hem is a big boss, but huh?
Save your story beats.
Yeah. Okay. What do we think?
Let me see. Do multiple.
Do multiple what?
Frankenfrog, I like that name. Put multiple enemies in.
Yeah.
Gotta see how well it communicates.
Oh, I feel like I should make it bigger.
Can it glow?
The whole time? Or like when it gets big?
When it gets big.
Okay, sorry. That's this keyframe. So I think text box border, is it in border brightness? Yes. And then it should get bigger, right?
If you want it bigger. Just trust me, you'll be fine. Okay.
It should stay big, right?
What does it do in your comps?
In God of War, it kind of like, you just see the ring kind of expand, but it fades out as it continues to get bigger. So I think I might animate it even bigger. How come I can't see it? Here, we're gonna stop the border opacity. But the width will decrease. And then we'll change that to linear. Alright, I think that's good enough. What do you think, Evan?
It's not bad.
What do you guys think? Alright, now I wonder if my keyframes can kind of already... I feel like it gets emitted a little late. So I think we'll start it a little earlier. I think the glow's a little bit aggressive. Or it might just be the general opacity.
No, I mean, you should test. Now is the time to try a different thing. Is Buddy gonna get slash marks as well?
Is what?
Claw marks, like through the air and up.
So yeah, I would like that, but I need to refine those animations.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we're gonna see if I could just... I hope that it's as simple in my head. Translucent go. See that? Okay, I just decreased the...
Opacity.
In general. We'll try another thing to make sure it's not too invisible. But I don't want it to be too pervasive, like it's distracting me.
I mean, yeah, it's not God of War.
Because God of War, it's like, I notice it, but I'm not distracted.
Yeah. Maybe make it more opaque.
Maybe what?
More opaque.
More opaque? Like...
More translucent.
Oh, okay. I was very... for a second, I was like, huh? I think the glow might be affecting it, so we're going to decrease the glow.
See, we had glow, like, on the body part when it was attacking. I think it looks tacky, and it's in neither of his comps. I don't want Armando to take creative liberties unless he feels he absolutely must. And whenever he talks about an idea, I always ask him...
I like that. That's...
I always ask him, what do his comps do? And his comps are Batman and God of War. And if neither of his comps do whatever he's thinking about, I really try to make him fight for it. Because, I'll submit if he wants it that badly, but I really try to make sure that Armand, his vision, stays within the realm of his comps. Because it's good. You know, you give these rules out for a reason. The multiple.
Huh?
Can you put multiple or no?
Yeah, I can. They're all going to be doing the same attack, though.
That's fine. Just need to see how it reads. Oh.
Oh, it's going to the same one. Okay, so what needs to happen is that this needs to be... It's choosing the same one, but this only needs to be on when you're attacking. Right, so this will be off otherwise. And then when you are attacking, we'll turn that on. Nope. And then this will turn it on. I'm wondering if I might have to do this like one per enemy. I shouldn't need to do this one per enemy. I don't know why it's... Who's the voice actor of Hellboy Red? Like in this thing, the voices you're hearing are all mine.
I like how he calls him Red.
red. I mean, it's cool. Now, I just want to see if I can make it yellow on command.
So I need to see it.
We'll get rid of that. You want to see it what, Evan?
In action, you know. I mean, like, I want to see multiple. I want to see, you know, the variety that you've been aiming for. Just trust me.
Okay, let's make it so that both of the attacks are... Put that at 50. Put the other attack at 50. Oh.
Okay. We solved one problem. There's multiple
Uh,
now.
yes. I voice acted a little bit, like I tried to...
But I see it only happen...
Yeah. I see that as well. So, we're gonna go back to just one.
Yes, more finishing moves are in the works.
And then we're gonna... Oh, there's no emitter. Ha! That would explain it. Alright, let's see if I can just copy this. Oh, it can't do technology that's off. So I think we'll just make it yellow the whole time instead of having any tint. Okay. And then let's make it not active on the same frame, so we'll just have the tint active before it's even going. The glow, I think, is making it look white.
Okay.
So we'll...
You can't tint the glow?
Well, no, I think I might just need to increase the saturation of the color.
Hmm.
Or it's already as much as it cool.
I mean, if you gotta turn it down, turn it down.
Okay, that's white.
Yeah, just turn it down. Do whatever you have to.
Well, no, this is the regular attack. Oh, that was the glow. We're on border. Huh. Hmm. We tint this. Oh, hang on. I shouldn't have done that. Like I'd done it off that keyframe. What are you watching of it? I can hear it.
My apologies. My tattoo stencil.
Good for you. Sorry. Okay, that's where I adjusted the fade in and fade out. This is not going to affect this anymore. Now, I wonder if I could do it if it's enemy attacking. Parable. Break block. Do I have any ideas who will be the main villain?
Yes.
Yes. I'm not trying to give away the story just yet.
The next update video, keep an eye out, should have a lot more story content. Armand's been working on this for 3 or 4 years now.
It's mostly just me.
I'm here.
I know. What I'm saying is, like, it's a small team. It's not like a studio.
It's a small team. Alex has been a great help, as has Ronnie.
Yeah, Alex is kind of a Hellboy expert.
Yeah.
Border. Let's... I think this... gold.
Gon, gon, king, gon, gon, king.
And then, honestly, wait. I might see if I can... The color can be, like, darker.
Can I plug the vlog?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, we made a vlog.
Ugh. It's not affecting it, but I might be able to... I know there are some workarounds for this, because I think it's an emitted object, so it's not letting me. Node, plug it back into here, and I make this color be the border color, right? So it's white by default. So now, if I animate this guy, I think it'll store this data in its spawn instance.
TBD on Lobster Johnson. He might not. Don't get the hopes up. But never say never.
Alright.
I would be an expert at Marvel PR.
Okay. We got something.
The color was dark. Is that red?
It's kind of orange. But I think it's because it's the...
He said it's Carlos.
Hello, Carlos. Good to see you.
Today he's working on enemy hit indicators. Per Armand's comps, Batman Arkham and God of War, the enemies they have some kind of is that like a heads up?
Yes.
When they're attacking. Like in Batman Arkham, think about the little lightning strikes that are above the enemy's head when they swing. In God of War, they're like rings that are emitted from their heads, which we're trying to do right now. We're trying the God of War method, because that's the comp for the comp. You guys can't see it, but I can see Armand. He's moving when Hellboy dodges. Like, he's moving his shoulder back when Hellboy dodges, and it's really cute.
Oh. I want that indicator to be kind of behind the head.
Nice. Still not yellow?
Nope. See, and I don't want to have to group it in.
Should we try the Batman Arkham route or no?
Well, the Batman Arkham, the lightning bolts wouldn't have a difference right now, is what I'm saying. Unless...
Not even if they're painting? Or...
Well, no, it's about changing color, like logic being transmitted over emitted objects.
Oh.
So if I group this guy in, I'm wondering now if I get an attack variable output from this guy, and then this guy will plug in
LOL.
always in the same group. Alright, I am a little confused. So, this adjusts movement? What is this animate? Where does this one go? Oh, it's the off-screen indicator. Okay, so this will be off screen indicator. And then this is telegraph color. Come on. Oh wait, no. Not like that. Okay, it's just black in general now. What is happening? Why? Why aren't you working?
More.
Telegraph color. Border. Can I, I don't know. We'll try red for visibility. It's annoying me. Because I don't want to have logic per the attack. Yep, they look the same. Okay, we might have to have logic that reads and Kylo Ren reference. I don't know. How to go about making a climbing system? I don't know if I would do a climbing system.
Not dreams.
Well, no, there are people have made really clean climbing systems. I know some people use tags, like just to identify corners. You're gonna have to use laser scopes to identify ledges. But you want probably to be able to jump from one ledge to another. That's a whole thing. I think Acert and Tap Giles have good starting points on some of their tutorials specifically for climbing and ledge identification. So I would start there at Duplex. Oh, yeah, it was, right? The more.
Ha.
It was, I didn't even realize. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll create a new variable, right? And it'll be in here, and we'll call it enemy attack indicator, and that'll be plugged into a selector, and there'll be 3 ports right now. Plug this current value into the selector, and essentially 0 is A, which will be the white color, which is nothing. And then B, hang on. Oh, I think I need a variable. Hang on, I see another. Actually, I don't know if it's a problem per se. We'll have a variable modifier that'll plug this active port into this guy that'll be continuously updating while it's powered, and it'll update the enemy attack variable. Enemy attack indicator, right? So now this should give us a 0, 1, or 2. Just like this guy has answering ports for us. So let's see if I can make... I don't have an innate detective mode. Hang on. Border color. Make it yellow. Clearly yellow. Like the Batman games. So, Hellboy does not have a detective mode. I feel like that breaks the lore of the character. He is a good detective, but he can't see through walls. That's not one of his abilities. He does have a flashlight. He has a flashlight that he can use, and if you use it in game, it'll glare objects that you can interact with when you decide to look at them. And if we use our black light, we can see hidden clues. I don't have any hidden clues in this level, but if I set up paintings with tags, I can make symbols that are only visible with the black light on. So that's kind of the approach I'm having for Hellboy's paranormal stuff. I don't really want to hold the player's hand too much, because I feel like there's a good amount of satisfaction when the player puts together like what's supposed to happen themselves. I know that's going to be difficult for some people, but I feel like it's worth it. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, hopefully... I mean, let's see if this works. See, I could change the scope of it. Oh, let's make sure it's just We're just going to do the yellow attack for this one. What time is it, Emmett?
It is 2:28.
Okay. Good. It's yellow, Emmett.
Oh, it is? You got it?
See if it'll break my block. Good. Alright, now we're just going to make sure that this is applicable to multiples with different attack weights. So now we change it to 50 and 50. See if it'll go white and then yellow. Good. White. I can block white. I can't. All right. Okay, now let's see if now it's as easy as I think. We don't need that one. We'll change this keyframe to yellow just so that we know what it denotes. And then this one will be red. Sorry, I like my wires neat, if I remember to do it. Right, thank you, Alex. And now we change the icon to red. But we have to remember to emit an icon when he does this. So we open the red timeline. Grab us a little emitter. We can delete this guy now. And probably in the middle. So I think that's all I had to do was just make sure it was in there. Oh, and then we obviously have to increase the weight to make sure that it is a possibility. So we'll have it just done for one, and then we'll have it done for multiple. Good. Hello, Sam. Give me a red one. Good. Emmett, what you think?
You're just dodging. I want to see it turn. You can parry yellow?
Hmm?
Can you parry yellow?
Yeah.
Do multiple.
That's the true test. And I think we might actually keep this guy on now. Turn it on by default. Undo that. Oh, sorry. Gotta make sure it's multiple. Okay, it is. Sorry. Alright, how we feeling?
I want you to parry everything you can.
Oh, geez.
What's going on?
It's just going white. So I think it's confused because there's multiple instances, but I think I can change that by putting that guy in here, having it come from... We'll have it in here, and then we'll have it'll be a get modifier. Plug that into here, and we'll make sure it is in the same group because I grouped it with the enemy now. Did I like the David Harbour? Generally no, but I liked parts of it. Like, there was so much potential because that man is such a good actor. Okay, we got red working. Why is it white sometimes? How are we not getting data? Hang on, I need to change this. Not continuously while powered. I kind of need to freeze this until it's... I don't know why they stop attacking mid-attack, though. A head crush finisher. Oh, like a straight up... Noted. If we detect another enemy attacking outside of our zone, it'll stop it. But I feel like sometimes they detect signals for other guys. So I'm wondering if I can queue enemies. I might need an exclusive gate for this. Like, oh, you attack, now I attack. But I don't... Now I wonder if I could just leave this out here and just keep it in its scale. Everywhere. Okay, we're telegraphing everywhere. We need to just keep it to here and here. See, why wasn't that red, though? Hang on, let's just change it to 1. Does it work with 1? Okay, I gotta assume that it's getting lost in translation somehow. Here, not here.
Does he have points of views?
Who?
Hellboy.
Sometimes.
Do you?
Does my Hellboy? I don't think he does.
Do you want him to?
No, not particularly. Darn. Okay, I don't know what's causing the mess up with the copies. Huh. Okay, I don't need that node. That icon. I'm wondering if we have it for, like, once it's emitted, it might freeze. Okay, wait, I kind of dig that. So we'll plug this into a signal manipulator. Right, and make it so that while it's active, in other words, once it's emitted, will immediately freeze whatever thing it spawned with. So we'll grab a NOT gate, because those just output a signal as long as nothing's plugged into them. And we'll plug it right into freeze. See if that gets us anywhere. I did with 1, it shouldn't change the effect. Alright. With 1, working solid. Give me multiple. What was that? Why was that white? Why was that yellow? See, now the alternative is to just have this cube constantly be in the enemy, and then to animate it per timeline. I might do that so there's less like wireless communication. I think that'll be next stream. I think I'm gonna call it today. I do like the animation that I have, so I will try my best to preserve that asset. No lightning bolts. But until then, y'all, if you've liked the video, please leave a like. If you have any feedback, go ahead and leave a comment on this video or any of my other videos. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. If you know anyone that would enjoy, feel free to share. I will try to make the combat look good for a sec, though. It's hot outside, so I'm just going to do a tank top. How did I make that edge? So there's a ton of logic. So I have a jump, and I have a grab button, right? I made it so that when I jump and grab, that's a whole animation that plays, and if I detect a ledge during that animation, that's when I latch onto a ledge, right? So I could jump, right? And now I'm in like a whole new state that's still like a child of that original jump grab. So now I'm technically, that's still active, but none of the other parameters. I just changed states while in that timeline, because I've technically, this is all off of that jump. And I can, while in this new state, I can jump, grab a new one. Oh, I missed. Clearly, you can see it's really not perfect. Hang on. I guess the job done, though, I think. Eight-stick analog. Oh, goodness me, sir. I can't even begin to mentally... Oh, jeez. Duplex, I hope that it works out for you. Definitely watch Acert and Tap Giles to, I think, find a starting point for ledge identification. But when you get to wall parallel movement, I have no idea. I know Vince Cully has some great gadgets that he's made for twisting or converting stick inputs into like directions. I would check those out. But yeah, until next time, y'all.